Good morning, students. Welcome to the first unit of the OL, which is Unit 7, and it's called How Was Your Weekend? For today, we are going to discuss the second part of this unit. But before we discuss anything, we will just have a quick revision on a quick part of the story of Robinson Crusoe. I will let you now to listen to it again, and we will come later. Now we are going to just read together a story written by Daniel Defoe, and it's called Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe is an adventure story by Daniel Defoe. Robinson Crusoe was a sailor, and one day his ship sank because there was a really terrible storm. Crusoe swam to the nearby island, but there were no other people there. Crusoe wrote a diary of what happened to him on the island. On 18th December, I arrived on the island 4 days ago. Today I walked along the beach again, but I saw nobody and I think I'm alone. This afternoon I found a dead fish and I ate it, but it was not nice. Although I am hungry, I don't want to eat another dead fish. 19th December. I found a coconut on the beach today. It was delicious. It rained last night and I was cold and wet. So today I want to look for a cave. I want a warm place to sleep. I walked through a jungle and there were some rocks, but no caves. 20th of December, I found a cave. So again, we are going to read it for the second time, I'm sorry. Robinson Crusoe is an adventure story by Daniel Defoe. Robinson Crusoe was a sailor, and one day his ship sank because there was a really terrible storm. Crusoe swam to a nearby island, but there were no other people there. Crusoe wrote a diary of what happened to him on the island. 18th of December, I arrived on the island 4 days ago. Today I walked along the beach again, but I saw nobody and I think I am alone. This afternoon, I found a dead fish and ate it, but it was not nice. Although I am hungry, I don't want to eat another dead fish. 19th December, I found a coconut on the beach today. It was delicious. It rained last night and I was cold and wet. So today I want to look for a cave. I want a warm place to sleep. I walked through a jungle and there were some rocks but no caves. 20th of December, I found a cave. Now let's go to the most important words in this passage. Now get your things ready, get your notebook and your pen and write down some new words with me. The first word here is sailor. Sailor means the someone who works on a ship. And to give you a sentence, I should say Robinson Crusoe was a sailor on his ship. Then the next word it's sink, and we have here the second form of it, which is sank. Sink means to go down deep in the water, and it's for things. Okay? And I can say one day his ship sank because there was a really terrible storm. The next word it's terrible. Yes, terrible. And terrible means very bad. As you can see in this sentence, there was a really terrible storm. The next word it's nearby. And nearby it's here a preposition or maybe an adjective because I have island. To a nearby island and means nearby means so close. So I can say Crusoe swam to a nearby island. Now let's move to the next word and it's alone. Alone means without anyone being with him. So I can tell you I like to be alone sometimes. The next word, and it is coconut. Yes, coconut, and it means it's a fruit which can grow on trees, and it is eaten sometimes by monkeys. So I can tell you, monkeys like coconuts. The next word, it's jungle. Yes, jungle, and it means a forest with thick trees or rivers. Like when I tell you I walked through a jungle and there were some rocks. Caves, and it means cave means a hole in a mountain. I can tell you the primitive man lived in a cave. Now let's move to some new words. The first word, it's terrible, and as we said before, it means very unpleasant or very bad. The next word, it's thought, and it is the second form of think, and it means something that you think of or remember. I can tell you, I thought you were here. The next word, it's concert. Yes, concert, and it means a public performance of music. I can also tell you, I went to a concert yesterday. The next word, and it is an easy one, it is ticket, and it means printed piece of paper that gives you the right to travel on a bus or train. It can also be used on the plane. So, I got the ticket to travel to Luxor. The next word, and it's called order, and it means the way in which people or things are placed or arranged. It's like the order, it's a noun. So I can tell you, I like all my things to be in order. And the opposite word for this, it's called disorder. I can also put this before this noun. The next word, it's emotion, and it means strong feeling such as love, fear, or anger. As I can tell you, my friend is so emotional. He has strong feelings. And the next word, it's windy, and it means with a lot of wind. I can tell you the voyage or the trip was cancelled because of the windy weather. Here in this box, we can see that we use because to give a reason for something. As when I tell you, his ship sank because there was a terrible storm. As you can see, after because, I got the cause of something or the reason for something. We use although to contrast information like, although I am very hungry, I don't want to eat another dead fish. As you can see, although comes before two contrast sentences or two sentences which are not like each other. As you can see, I'm very hungry, so the result for being hungry, I must eat. But no, I don't want to eat another dead fish. This is another contrast sentence. Now let's see. Although it's used for introducing a statement that makes the main statement in a sentence seem surprising. Yes, it's not the result you can think of, it's another result. Although the sun was shining, the result for this, it wasn't very warm. The normal result for the sun which was shining, the normal result must be it was warm. But he told you, although the sun was shining, it wasn't very warm. The pizza was really good, although it was cheap. As you can see, it was cheap. That means sometimes the pizza is not good. But he told you the pizza was really good, although it was cheap. Because we use because to give a reason for something. His ship sank because there was a terrible storm. As you can see here, after because I used the reason. It was great because I went to the bowling alley. Now let's move to answer some exercises. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, the land that is surrounded by water from all sides is called a or an. Yes, you take your 3 seconds. And yes, the land that is surrounded by water from all sides is called an island. Number 2, a space is a hole in the mountain. So, yes, a cave is a hole in the mountain. My uncle works as or an on a big ship. We took this before. So, my uncle works as a sailor on a big ship. Number 4, space is a kind of music. Jazz, gas, metal, or plastic. So the answer is jazz is a kind of music. Number 5, there was a really terrible and the ship sank. As we said before, sank is the second form of the verb sink. S-I-N-K. So, there was a really terrible storm and the ship sank. Number 6, a is a place where there are a lot of thick trees and grass. The desert, the jungle, the hill, or the mountain. So, a jungle is a place where there are a lot of thick trees and grass. Number 7, I like, but it is difficult to open them. It's so difficult to open, yes, the coconuts. So I like coconuts, but it is difficult to open them. Number 8, you should respect others' clothes, opinions, fights, or shoes. So I should respect others' opinions. Now let's move to lessons 6 and 7. Before we start anything, we will have just a quick revision. Read and correct the underlined words. Has he got a blue pen? I have you, so it must be have you got a blue pen? Number 2, how color do you like? So I will choose blue. And the answer must be what color do you like? Or which color do you like? Number 3, how many is the blue jacket? 150 pounds. So I must say, how much is the blue jacket? Number 4, why old are you? 12 years old. So the answer is, how old are you? 12 years old. Number 5, when do you live? In Shobra. Shobra is the place. So I must say, where do you live? Here we are going just to read this passage and I will tell you some important information about it. Before we start anything, in the very beginning of this passage, today was a terrible day, and I have an exclamation mark at the end of this sentence. I use the exclamation mark to refer to a strong feeling. I was so angry, so I said, today was a terrible day. My baby brother woke me up at 5 a.m. As you can see here, woke is the second form of wake. So this must be in the past simple. Now let's go and read from the beginning. Sunday, 13th August. Today was a terrible day. My baby brother woke me up at 5 a.m. I am so tired now. I used am because I have now. I went to the kitchen for breakfast, but we had no milk or bread. So, Mom asked me to go to the shop, but it was closed because it was only 6:30 a.m. Then, here I used then to tell you the steps, what happened first and what happened later. Then I tried to do my math homework, but I lost all my work because my laptop stopped working. Although we planned to have a barbecue in the afternoon, it was very windy, so we couldn't have it. I hope tomorrow is a better day. As you can see, hope, it's a verb that refers to the future. I hope, I want something to happen. I hope tomorrow is a better day. Now let's move to some important words. There are not so much, and some phrasal verbs in this passage. The first word is barbecue, and it means an outdoor meal or party when food is cooked in this way. The next one is hope, to want something to happen and think that it's possible. Like here, I said, I hope tomorrow is a better day. Now to the phrasal verbs, woke me up. Someone woke me up. He made me awake. Number two, do my math homework. As you can see, it's do homework, not make homework. The next one, have a barbecue. It's to like to have a party. And I have stop working. It's not stop work. Stop working. Stop is a verb which can be followed by gerund or infinitive. Stop working and stop to work. There is a big difference between these two sentences. So please get your things ready, get your pen and notebook and write this. When I tell you that something stopped working, that means that that thing was working but now it stopped. But when I tell you it stopped to work or he stopped to work, that means he was doing something but he stopped and now he is working. I hope that you understand it now. Now it's time to answer some exercises. It's read and correct the underlined words. Number one, tomorrow was very hot. I have was in the past, so I can say yes. Yesterday was very hot. Number two, when is your last party? So last, I can say when was your last party? Could Crozo seize the island? As you know, could it's the past symbol of can, and it must be followed by yes, the base form of the verb. So I can say, could Crozo see the island? Number four, I last go to the concert in 2010. So you will take your 3 seconds now. And yes, the answer is I last went to the concert in 2010. Number five, what day was today? Today it's in the present, so I should say, what day is today? She listens to music 2 hours ago. Ago is a key word of the past symbol, so the answer must be she listened to music 2 hours ago. Number seven, I like jazz and I don't like opera. So I must say I have two sentences which are not like each other. So I can say I like jazz, but I don't like opera. Or I can tell you I like jazz, although I don't like opera. But the most right one here it's but. I like jazz, but I don't like opera. Number 8, have you got a new jacket? No, I don't. So you will take your 3 seconds to think now. And the answer is, have you got a new jacket? So no, I haven't. Number 9, what do you do last Sunday? I have last Sunday. Here it's in the past simple tense. So I can say, what did you do last Sunday? To the last one, and number 10, never eat meat from a dead animal. And here I must write, yes, never eat meat from a dead animal. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that I gave you all the information you need.